everything.
بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen. All praise is due to Allah, Lord of the worlds. All praise is due to Allah on this day. So I'm back again, and as usual, I'm here to represent the Deen, to invite to it, to call people to Tawheed, to the worship of Almighty Allah, and to warn them and forbid them of the shirk, and also to have discussions and refute and defend the truth, and to clear up the misconceptions that people may have, with regards to Islam, and how there are people out here in the park that want to distort Islam and spread lies and rumors. You see? So I'm here for this purpose, inshallah, and also to stand in solidarity with my Muslim brothers and sisters. So a place like this, we should all be, as Muslims, we should be calling for Tawheed and standing for it and inviting towards it, and to command good and forbid evil. Al-amr bil ma'ruf wa nahy anil munkar, and to speak the truth and to stand for the truth. Because verily this is our duty to mankind, and we know that the truth will prevail, and Islam is the truth. Our duty, our role as well is to convey. Allah is the one who guides whomsoever He wills to be guided, and no one can misguide. You see, only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can guide. And like I said, our role is to invite people to worship Almighty Allah, and this is a place where people discuss, debate, challenge, and you do hear all sorts of nonsense and crap which should be refuted. And I just want to make an announcement that soon Dhul Hijjah will be approaching, and these are the best days in which righteous deeds are beloved to Allah, and Hajj falls in this day, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala swore on this day, wal fajr wa layalin ashr, by dawn and by the 10 nights. The 10 nights in the tafsir is referring to the days of Dhul Hijjah. These are the best days in which righteous deeds are beloved to Allah. So inshallah we should look forward to these days. And following the 10 days is the day of Nahr, the day of sacrifice, where around the world we will carry out the act of sacrificing an animal in relation to how Ibrahim alayhi salam was going to sacrifice his son. So it's a tradition for us. And this is the day of Eid al-Adha. Another occasion where we will celebrate as Muslims around the world. And alhamdulillah, we are the best ummah, the best nation ever rose up for mankind. Why? Because we command good, we forbid evil, and we believe in Allah. The nation before us, Bani Israel, they used to be the best when they adhered to the scripture, adhered to the commands of Allah. But when they deviated, Allah replaced them with us, with the ummah of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the best ummah ever. And we have the Quran preserved, the Quran, which is Allah's words, uncreated, which when we recite is an act of worship. So it's upon us, from time to time as Muslims, to read the Quran as well. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us steadfastness and keep us firm, because there's no doubt Allah's not going to leave us alone to say that we believe without to be tried and tested. We're going to be tried and tested. We're going to face trials. We're going to face tests. وَلَنَبْلُوَنَّكُمْ بِشَيْءٍ مِّنَ الْخَوْفِ وَالْجُوعِ وَنَقْصٍ مِّنَ الْأَمْوَالِ وَالْأَنفُسِ وَالثَّمَرَاتِ وَبَشِّرِ الصَّابِرِينَ الَّذِينَ إِذَا أَصَابَهُم مُّصِيبَةٌ قَالُوا إِنَّا لِلَّهِ وَإِنَّا إِلَيْهِ رَاجِعُونَ. So Allah's going to test us. Alif Lam Mim أَحَسِبَ النَّاسُ أَن يُتْرَكُوا أَن يَقُولُوا آمَنَّا وَهُمْ لَا يَفْتَنُونَ. Allah has mentioned in the Quran, Alif Lam Mim, is mankind going to say that we believe without to be tested? So we're going to face trials and tests, and I've faced quite a lot of opposition, slander. People have tried to tarnish my name, tried to spread rumors about me, tried to accuse me of things. And this only reminds me of the prophets, what they went through, the hardship, the difficulties they went through in conveying Islam. The Prophet ﷺ, if you read the seerah of the Prophet ﷺ, from the authentic sources, from like Ibn Kathir's in his Bidayah wa Nihaya and Zad al-Ma'ad, then you see what the Prophet ﷺ went through from Mecca to Medina. You know, he was ordered to convey the message and to restrain himself and to be patient and to bear the harms. Then he made Hijjah, migrated. And then he was ordered to defend himself, to go out as well on the offensive to spread Islam, so on and so forth. And his companions spread Islam beyond Mecca and Medina. And this is why we've got graves of the Sahabas in various places around the world. In Cyprus, in Sham, we've got Sahabas who went out spreading the deen. So glad tidings, and again I invite you all, the people who are watching, the non-Muslims who are majority of the audience on COE, we invite you to embrace Islam and save yourself from the hellfire. Testify that there is none worthy to be worshipped but Almighty Allah, and that the Prophet Muhammad is the last messenger. And this is how you enter into Islam. And if you're a Jew and a Christian, you get two rewards. And not only that, all your past sins are forgiven. And you will start as fresh as a baby is born. Because we don't believe that man is born as sin. We don't believe that as Muslims. This is the belief of the Christians. So we are free from this. And every child is born on the fitrah, the natural disposition to recognize and acknowledge that there is God. How can you say that there is no God if you're an atheist? Look at the signs around us. Look at how the heavens, look at the sky, how it is raised with no cracks, no defaults, no defects, no pillars holding it, mountains stabilizing the earth, the rotation between day and night. Neither does the day overtake the night, nor does the night overtake the day. Each flows in a systematic order. And who's behind this? Isn't this Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? And one of my videos, I was playing the surah Ar-Rahman. And in the surah, there was a repetitive ayah. فَبِأَيِّ آلَاءِ رَبِّكُمَا تُكَذِّبَانِ. Which of the blessings of your Lord are you going to deny? And there are many blessings of Allah around us. Are we going to deny them? You know, who gave us free oxygen to breathe? The ability to walk, to blink, to move, to sense, our five senses, to touch. Some people are deprived of this. Who gave you this ability? Don't you think those who are deprived of this ability would want to have this blessing? So we are blessed. Allah's blessings are numerous and surrounding us. And I want to mention about, as well, last week, or what has been happened recently. Some brothers tried to confront Jedi about some issues, some matters, and we had some Muslims complaining about saying Allahu Akbar. Like, what's wrong with saying Allahu Akbar? You know, what's wrong with saying that? Allah mentions in the Quran, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu dhkurullaha dhikran kathira. O you who believe, remember Allah with much remembrance. So why do we want to restrict the dhikr of Allah? Tell people not to say Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Why are we going to say that? Why are we going to restrict people from saying Allahu Akbar? What's wrong with saying that? You know? Okay, we may disagree with certain brothers. And another thing is, we should never stand with kuffar, disbelievers, against Muslims. No matter what, even if you disagree with your brother, if you disagree with your Muslim brother, it should not make you abandon him, because the Prophet ﷺ said in Sahih Muslim, Al-Muslim akhul Muslim. The Muslim is a brother to another Muslim. You know, إنما المؤمنون إخوة, and the believers are brotherhood. Allahu waliyyu alladhina amanu. Allah is the wali of those who believe. And والمؤمنون والمؤمنات بعضهم أولياء بعض يأمرون بالمعروف وينهون عن المنكر. The believers, men and women, are allies of each other. This is what Allah mentions. So we need to stick together as an ummah. And those of us who have dirt on themselves, those of us who have allegations upon them, we need to clarify upon them. I mean, they need to come forward and own up and apologize and admit guilt. And it should be settled according to the Sharia. This is my stance. But then we have Muslims here. They want to start siding with the kuffar against Muslimin, and this is not acceptable. Do you understand? Even if we disagree with our brother or our sister, we should always stand with our Muslim brother and sister. Where it comes to, you know, between Muslims and the non-Muslims, it does not negate exercising and commanding justice, because Allah also commanded us to be just. There's no doubt about that. It does not negate being truthful and being honest. We have to be truthful and honest as much as we can, and we have to exercise, because Islam, we believe Islam is a deen of justice. Justice is in our deen, is in our Sharia, is in the Quran, is in the Sunnah. We believe so. And disputes should be settled in accordance with the Quran and the Sunnah. فَإِن تَنَازَعْتُمْ فِي شَيْءٍ فَرُدُّوهُ إِلَى اللَّهِ وَرَسُولِهِ. If you differ in a matter, refer it back to Allah and His Messenger. So because certain brothers have allegations upon them, so we want to ban them out and say, no, we're not going to stand with them. We're going to stand with, you know, the non-Muslim against our Muslim brethren. It shouldn't be like that. No, it shouldn't. So this is important, because the Muslims are allies of each other. And it does not negate being and seeking justice for both parties. You understand? It does not negate that at all. Because we have to exercise al-wala wal-bara. And this is part of our deen, part of our aqidah, part of our tawheed. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us steadfastness and sincerity behind our actions, behind our deeds. And may He make victorious His deen. And I offer thanks as well to DJ Riza from COE, who has given me the platform to give my short message address today. Alhamdulillah, despite the opposition and the hate and the comments, negative comments that he's been receiving, not to film me, not to film myself. It's rubbish, man. Come on. He films the far right. He films people like Ralph. He films other people around the park. Come on, are we gonna, do you give him the same comments as well? So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide us all and keep us steadfast and firm. And victory is going to be for Islam and the Muslims. Wa sallallahu ala sayyidina wa nabiyyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam.
Come take over everything from your Melanie.
Come, man, say it straight. Man, don't listen to BBC. Man, don't listen to ITV.
I mean UK, America and other countries like that. Why do the majority are just left to the dogs regarding education? What kind of human being would think, you know what, that is good. We're talking about education and private education right now. Why